point where they don't even know if you don't go along with it, they get they get real toxic. I've only had one get real toxic, but thankfully they didn't go into the spoiler route. They went into the old insult route. And they're usually like really sad, like predictable.
Come in.
Insults.
God be with you.
Taking care of those two cutthroats.
You do look like you've been in a fight with someone.
You think I look bad? You should see how they ended up.
How'd they end up?
Dead.
They're dead. So, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ginger was here, but the lads hid him away somewhere. I suppose there's no need for that anymore. He's in no danger now, is he? And nor are we.
That's right. You're safe now.
All right. They're hiding him nearby. A little way along the route to Uzhitz, there's a path to the right leading to a spring. From there, you'll find an overgrown trail to a ruined hut.
Finally, some useful information.
Yeah, thank you. My God. It was like... But I also wasn't paying attention to what he said. Okay. Cows that need to be told a stranger's sex. Exactly. You guys remind me all the time. Yeah, play this type also like a lot. Yeah. Conan, Ark. How would you compare? I don't know if I'll ever play Ark, but I'm really curious your opinion. How would you rate Ark compared to the other games? I find Ark such a fascinating anomaly when it comes to games, because I know a lot of people have like pour thousands of hours again in it, and they'll never recommend it to anybody, but they're just hooked on it. And there's some people that love it, like it's so all over the board. Yeah, the reason why I ultimately stopped with Conan was, one, it kind of got a little bit crazy with the some of the chat, but the main reason was I think I want to play it with a buddy. Murder you.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Ours is filled with love. Yeah, painful love. I'm currently enjoying Palworld, the Cows Fall. You're still playing it, Div? I'm really happy that definitely getting your money's worth out of that game. Conan is more fun with friends. Yeah, I feel like it would be. I really did enjoy it solo, but the more I realize how much time I'm gonna have to commit to it, like it's definitely like one that you could play for a long time. I figured I'd probably want to do it with a buddy.
Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Wonder if I say if it's too long, we're gonna get ambushed, but we'll see.
I'm gonna get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. He ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
No painful callous. We don't think you getting a big head. Yeah, true. Trying playing Elden Ring. Fuck. That's one game I do want to go back to. Voice is just butter, so I have been lurking a lot. Appreciate it. I'm glad you found that. It's weird to think that people enjoy my voice when I can't. I don't. It's not like I can't stand it, but I always hated my own. Like I had to do like a presentation, and then for like a long course, and then we had to do a test, so I had to re-watch the whole course and my own presentation. I'm just sitting there like, ooh, that's my voice. Even though I know it sounds different, it's because we're all used to. All of us think about ourselves. Yeah. Well, I think we had this discussion, but it's because when you speak, it vibrates to your bones, and so you hear. Not only are you hearing sound around that comes out of your mouth, but you're also hearing it through the vibrations, so it sounds differently. So then when you hear it on camera, you're not getting the vibration noise, so it sounds differently. We played Ark very long time ago when it was in dev and early access, so I can't really judge and say about its current form. I just loved them both, and are both in early access. I see. The notes I'm peeing it from one. I didn't care about. What did they call it?
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still.
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me?
You're playing Timberborn? Nice.
You help me out?
What map?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect. the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Oh. What were you doing in there? Let's go here. Waterfall? Oh, okay, I think I know which one you're talking about. It's got a decent amount of water sources, right? I love ravioli. Such a simple thing, but oh my god. And you can do so many different types. I love the most of both of them was the monstrosity you built. Yeah, I never got crazy into the building in Conan. But when I saw what you could do, that's when I was like, the part of me was like, oh boy. This is a monstrosity of a game. If your horse is wounded, run faster. Coffee. How's it going, Coffee? This will be extremely skittish now. Fitting bonus damage mounted with both range and melee. Your horse won't be shy nearby foes, at least as long as no one hits him. I think you get 50% damage bonus. I don't know how much we're gonna actually. Yeah. But I guess for archery.
Yeah.
So I think we're right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do. This does make me want to go through Witcher again, or actually beat it. I've never beaten it, and I heard that the newest update was really good. Everything's fine. I was giving Hogwarts Legacy a couple weeks ago, so I just came back to reality. I really enjoyed that game, especially the first, like, half. And the combat was amazing. I really, really liked the combat.
Good morning.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, man.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
But why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people, why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again. Goodbye.
You really liked it too, yeah. Yeah, I was so impressed with the combat. I hope more games
Look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
use that
I
same
was looking
style.
for that boy, and
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir Radzig, eh? I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind he wanted to get himself killed.
I...
Silence! Keep your ignorant mouth shut when I'm giving you the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering, and it's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stocks, because if I get my way, you'll be hanged for desertion. I hope we've got that out of the way. I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear it.
Wow, tell me how you really feel.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzig will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Any chance of some work here, Captain?
That all depends on what you're ready to do, my lad. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares? In any case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Very well. I'll see to it.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take a good sharp dagger. You'll get a bit extra for each ear you bring.
Very well. That sounds amusing.
Well, as for amusement, I'd entertain myself by being very careful, lad.
He's really pissed about it. Yeah, a little, just a little bit. He's worried about you. He has a valid point. Waiting that to make me feel so shitty.
Lord above, what is it now?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him
yes,
because
sir.
he recognized one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhayed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them, They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Uzhitz. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I see. What else?
That's all I found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new. God be with you.
Alright. What's this? Oh yeah, we gotta go hit on Teresa. Probably want to get washed up first. From the bandit. He's going over here. Little Hal wants to have a little fun. All these people are dying. We gotta repopulate somehow. Alright, guess we gotta go tell what's nuts. They can come back. Wait, isn't there... Yeah, there's this over here, Herbalist. I'm kind of curious if they have other books. Nice jump horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder why most games can't like do faces that well. Like their faces in this game are pretty damn good.
Good morning.
You really look like a hobo. I do. But I pretend I don't. Oh, stretch. For some reason I thought it was a drink. Alright.
Take care.
You know what? I should probably just buy all of this whenever I see it. Oh. Improves your hearing and lanes. Lockpicking, pickpocketing, and stealth skills increased. Damn. Was very eternal damnation for anyone who's struck by as by a single job shall be beyond all help. Is good for hunting bears or poisoning the wells of foes, but beware that it should not come in. Or we gave a cause. Remember, ooh, wait, Bane potion. Can we buy that? Strength, nausea, massive health drop, gradually depletes. What does that cost? 742? Tempted. Doll maker. Another treasure map. That's kind of tempting. That's 110 damage, and I think this was like 50. This would help us with the very hards that we can't do. I feel like we'll eventually be able to do them. So you don't have a horde? Yeah. I think I will buy this.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try. Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Well,
Finally. Oh,
alright, let's see what this does. Oh, we already have Padfoot. Oh, I didn't read the book. Fuck. Do 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 do. Damn, everything needs belladonna. Okay. And then this is leafy woods. Grows in clearings and leafy woods. Okay. We're going up this far. Where was that clearing we were talking about? Here. Well, I guess that's not really clearing because it's where we actually chopped up shit. Natural clearing, like here. This area. I don't know if all these. And there was one other one. Yeah, maybe here. Maybe in this area. And there's a camp that we have to fight there too that we want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do. Riding spot. Okay.
Yeah.
Honey. And so that's the camp, and we want to be over there. Whoops.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. That's cut in too soon, but we could probably get there through this way.
Yeah.
That's the three-way. Yeah, okay. Peace and quiet. Oh, we're winning. We are winning. And congratulations, by the way. I think when I checked this morning, you're at what, 7.8 thousand views, and the you guys just did a live performance. It just like jumped up. Like he released it, and I was like watching, and then like one day went from like 341 to like 3.4, and then doubled again.
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
I don't know if I should be scared or intrigued. Is this guy? Yeah, I'm just about to get my dragon shouts. They said the graybeards are around here. Horse can't carry anymore. Who the fuck's Lydia? Nerd. What up there? But yeah, how do things go? Just simply ruined gamer cred. You know what I did in Skyrim. I don't know anything in Skyrim. I never even met the Greybeard, so... I have like 200 hours in that game, and I've yet to do the first goddamn quest. Did it actually well, look how long it took me to do the first mission in this game. I guarantee you I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't have if I wasn't streaming. If I wasn't streaming, I'd probably still be hunting deer. I'd probably bought a castle. Why were you so bad? In what? In Skyrim? No, I played the game. So I don't know why. I got into this weird rule set when I played Skyrim. Because I read this article about how there's like over 500 random encounters. And one of the interesting ways that he found was that about halfway through the game, he stopped fast traveling. Just so you could see all these encounters. Because they were like really fun. So I decided to do that from the get-go. No fast traveling. Wherever it takes me, that's where I go. And so I was like 2 feet. I was like about to go up the steps to the Greybeards, and I got ambushed and knocked out. And by like, I don't know, some like mage or something. And then I got teleported halfway across the map. And I got so into that storyline that I did that whole storyline. And every time I would try to make my way back, I'd run into the new storyline, and I would just do that. So I was like maxed out in like 70% of the skills. I was rich. I think I killed like probably like 200 dragons, but I still had like the single dragon shout, not the triple or whatever. I had all these souls, but I just never talked to the Greybeards. Where am I going again? Oh yeah, I'm going to go to the lodgings. Sounds like your game, yeah. I just got so hooked on like just everything but the main story. I honestly can't even tell you what the story is, except for there's dragons. Oh.
Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron! Thief! Thief!
Oh my god, terrible shot.
So it was you! You call that... You showed him.
Yeah, high five, team.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
For... What's your name? Is it a villager? Wait, he's just knocked out? He's not even dead? Look at Bell. How's it going? Are you enjoying the game? Am I enjoying the game? I'm loving the game so far. Yeah, you better fucking run.
Yeah.
That's gonna. That might be a. That might. No, I hit the guy that gave me 4 groschen. I don't think he saw who did it. We'll just sit back a little bit. We'll just see if anyone... The bandit... To my defense, the bandit was there. The bandit was there. So, it could have been the bandit, you know. The jury's still out on that one. We'll just kind of... At least he wasn't named. That's what you get for giving me $4. Oh, so keep pressing I. Yeah, looks like we're good. Probably the true reason why you made it. Yeah, I was probably aiming for a troll and my arrow probably hit a graybeard.
Hey! What are you doing here? Are you after something?
What's going on out there?
Oh, I'm in someone's property. I was like, why is someone so interested in me? I mean, I never completed either, Laurie, but at least I met the graybeards and some of it. I think our room is up here. We haven't been to this one in a while. Oh yeah, this is the shared room. Was that a pretzel on that flag? It's a bakery. Let's see here. The answer is yes, yeah. Oops, I'll probably sell the meat. Marigold. Can eat that pretzel. Treasure maps. And then let's get, I should have grabbed all the stuff from the horse. Oh boy. We got a lot of stuff to put in here.